Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Gibson's 92. We give you guys the latest and exclusive content on new music, entertainment, news, and inspirational posts by me. The Queen's back again. Okay, so I'm going to talk about like a situation that is inspiring and touching, and it breaks my heart. But at the same time, I've been there before. I've dealt with that feeling of not feeling that I'm beautiful and know that I am beautiful and unique, and I have experienced that as a child. So recently there was a situation with this beautiful 4-year-old black girl. She was getting her hair done by her hairdresser in Atlanta, Georgia, and she was getting her hair done, and she was looking at the Instagram viral, like the Instagram live, and she looked at herself, and she could see herself visibly, and she said that to herself, she believed that, she said, I'm ugly, I look ugly. And right then and there, the hairdresser, she stopped what she was doing, and she told the little girl, she told the little beautiful baby, she said, listen, you are not ugly, you're beautiful, don't say that, you are beautiful, you are unique. And the little girl started crying, and it broke my heart, and a lot of people have been touching the story. And like I said, I feel like when it comes to, black children, especially for black little girls, I gotta be honest, because I'm a black woman, and I was a black little girl once. They do catch hell, whether people want to admit it or not. The reason why I'm saying that is that there's so much going on in like media and the standards of beauty, what beauty is supposed to be. But when it comes to the representation of little black girls and black women, it's like we have to create our own narratives. We have to create our own. We have to embrace our own beauty, and we know we are beautiful. We know we are unique. Different skin complexions. Our hair textures, our features. And when it comes to colorism, like I said, I do talk about that often. I do speak about that, like I said, in my videos, because it's real. But for this little beautiful baby, she is gorgeous. There's nothing wrong with her, and I'm glad the hairdresser did the right thing to console her, to help her, to support her, to put that in her mind that she is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with her. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's really sad because mentally, especially for like our little black girls, to think that they are less worthy of themselves when they look at other people, when they look at other girls, like other races and women of color, and especially in their environment, where some of them, they come from toxic environments. And now this situation, the hairdresser was saying well, she don't come from like a toxic environment, but it's kind of like when you just don't know where the little girl got that from. She probably felt like she was ugly because she was comparing herself to other people. Maybe, people said something to her behind the scenes, or, because like I said, when you're a child, you get influenced by everything, especially when you're like a toddler, and she's about 4 years old, so really she's almost 5, but she really, she's a perfect example of how, unfortunately, that's how, some black children feel. They feel like they're ugly, especially with little black girls. They feel like, oh, because I don't look like this, or my hair is not like this, or I don't have this kind of, skin complexion. No, you are who you are. You're, meant to be who you are, and don't allow other people's negative opinions be a reality. Now, I understand, like I said, when it comes to children to me are off limits. When I say this, I'm talking about how people be rude and disrespectful to children, okay? Because I'm going to tell y'all something. I am getting sick and tired of the BS myself, because it's like, when that little girl said that, it took me back to a place when she said, how she believed that she was like that. She said that she believed that she's ugly. And I remember feeling like that too. So I can relate. Because when I was a child, I dealt with a lot of things you know, I dealt with so much like bullying and, you know, people picking on me. I remember when people picked on me because I had a gap in my mouth and I had to wear braces to get my teeth corrected, to get my teeth fixed. And people would pick on me because I have small ears. And people would pick on me because I wore glasses. I needed glasses to see just little small things. And people have called me ugly as a child because I did get bullied in school, in middle school. You know, children would tease at me and say that I'm ugly and I look like a boy and all that. So I remember those things that I experienced. You know, and I see this beautiful young black child saying that she's ugly, it takes me to that place of like, yeah, I felt that feeling before. I'm so glad by the grace of, you know, the Lord, and, you know, that her hairdresser, you know, she really cared, genuinely cared about her, because that's her client, she's doing her hair, but at the same time, she can relate too, because she's a black woman too. So, you know, the little girl named Ariana, so Ariana felt like, because, you know, how she felt, you know, is how she felt, and we can't, like I said, dictate how other people should feel, especially children. You know, you gotta pay attention when children feel unhappy or sad or angry or frustrated, you know, or happy. We gotta pay attention to the signs, because that little girl felt like, well, I'm not beautiful, you know, because of how I look, and I know that feeling because I've been there. But I'm so glad that her hairdresser, you know, she really consoled her. She supported her. She said, no, you're not. You're beautiful. You got beautiful dimples. You got a beautiful smile. You're getting your hair done. You got your own style. You know, you have a lot of confidence. You know, and listen, it's really important for real to instill, you know, the youth about who they are, and especially the black children. And, you know, it's really sad and it breaks my heart, because it's like there have been things I've seen growing up where what I didn't like at all, and that stuff really influenced me and really empowered me to say, you know what, don't go down that path, you know, don't believe in this because it's wrong. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, for dark-skinned black little girls, now I am not a dark-skinned black woman. I can't speak for dark-skinned black women. I can't speak for dark-skinned black little girls, and like I said, because I don't know what it's like being a dark-skinned black girl. I never experienced that, you know, because like I said, I'm brown skin. I'm a lighter skin complexion. I am light skin. I'm light brown skin. So I am like my makeup complexion, because I buy makeup too. I'm like a light skin caramel brown skin shade. I would say I'm like Aaliyah's shade complexion. The singer Aaliyah, and Aaliyah, she's my favorite artist. So really, it's like, you know, it's sad, and it's really sad because, you know, when I talk about colorism, and there have been things in my life that I didn't see it coming, but then now I'm like, yeah, as I reflect back, it's like, it's very sad that when it comes to, you know, colorism in the black community, like I said, when it comes to dark-skinned black little girls and women, you know, they catch a lot of hell, they catch, you know, so much negativity, and the people, you know, put them down and tear them down, even in the black community. So we must, like, get rid of people who are ignorant from the black community, because we don't need them. They can stay, whatever, you know, we can move on, and make sure that we uplift, you know, ourselves in a positive light. And really, like I said, even when I be going to the stores, right, I be seeing these beautiful black dolls, Barbie dolls, you know, like the mermaid Barbie dolls, the black mermaid Barbie dolls that are black, you know, black dolls in general, because I remember when I was introduced playing with dolls, I had a black Barbie doll, and that really was really cool to see a representation for me, a doll that looks like me and represents me. And, you know, like I said, you know, it's really important that for young black girls coming up, we must instill in positivity, we must instill in self-love, awareness, and don't be ashamed of who you are, what you look like. because like I said, and also you gotta, be honest with, them as well, that they are beautiful, and for real they are beautiful, but unfortunately when it comes to like other people's opinions, people will say the opposite. But we must instill in them, do not take it personally. Don't let somebody else's opinions be your reality, and also don't let nobody disrespect you, period. Because there's also some mofos that try to disrespect you, and you tell them, you instill in your young children, little young black girls and, black women, to don't let nobody disrespect you, period. I don't care who it is. So I feel like listening to, like I said, a lot of people's different responses to the situation is very important. That, it's like, it's really important that children from the black community learn how to love themselves. And I know it's a journey. I know, like I said, it's not going to happen overnight, but they will see, the more they take care of themselves and love themselves and make sure that they know who they are as individuals. Make sure they have good people around them, people guiding them the right way. And I know, like I said, when it comes to people not having the guidance and not having the, mentors in a healthy way, unfortunately some people, they didn't get that, opportunity. They didn't have that, like, they didn't have good people around them telling them, oh, you're beautiful, you can achieve anything, you can do this, you can be the best that you're capable of, and push yourself. And don't be afraid to push your limits, and don't doubt yourself, because that's important too. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Our platform is always about positivity. I'm gonna try my best to stay updated and keep you guys updated. And like I said, I just want people to realize that there's nothing wrong with being who you are as an individual. But when I gotta speak for black women and black little girls, because I'm a black woman myself and I have dealt with experiences that I didn't like either. Some of those experiences are trauma, and I'm trying to get over them, I'm trying to get past them. But it has been a journey for me too, so I know. I just know the feeling of like feeling worthless and feeling like, I didn't really live up to the standard. But with that being said, like I said, I've made a lot of progress throughout the years and did a lot of like self-healing and groundwork. I also feel like, we should also, let's start promoting positivity more, because I'm telling y'all, I'm tired of this negative BS and same old crap in media, entertainment, all of the above. I'm going to make sure too to tackle on some things and some issues that I've been noticing, like, for a while on my platform, so stay tuned. But to let you guys know that, people, we're human beings, we're different, we're unique, and, no matter who we are as human beings, we are meant to have a purpose and fulfill our dreams and goals and have something to offer. And like I said, when it comes to black women and when it comes to little black girls, we must look out for each other. We must protect ourselves at all costs, and we must make sure that any avenues that we can take advantage of, opportunities in a good way that can help us and uplift us and get us in, a place of like, okay, I'm going to take the next step to change my life. Go for it. And you gotta leave people behind. That's just how it is. Unfortunately, we can't take everyone with us on our journey. Only we know what we're capable of. Only we know what we can do with our lives. And also, like I said, don't be afraid to cut negative, toxic people out your life, and just start living your life. And you gotta start over, so be it, because I would rather, even for myself, to like be happy and be successful, financially stable, than to live in misery. But with that being said, guys, I just want you guys to know the importance of being black is beautiful. Like I said, it's this little girl's, like I said, situation, and her hairdresser was very touching, heartwarming, and it really, a lot of people have been talking about it, and it's important for us to know this. It's important for us. We should speak out about this, because it is important for black women and for little black girls who have experienced this, who have been through this. We do know, okay? We have been through it. So with that being said, we can speak from our experiences and we can tell our stories and uplift others and be like, yeah, you know, I've been there before. I know how that feels. You know, how, you know, that feeling of just not believing and not feeling like a happy vibe about who you are, not accepting who you are because of other people's ignorance and, you know, toxic environment and all that. But we will rise and we can move forward. And also, we gotta put some mofos in check. We will do it, period. So with that being said, guys, I just want to share my thoughts, my opinions, and share some highlights from the story. Please shout out to the hairdresser. Her Instagram is Lil Wave Daddy. Shout out to you, sister. You are beautiful. Thank you for, you know, touching this little girl's, you know, heart. You are an angel to her, and she is to you, vice versa. Please, you know, like I said, keep doing what you're doing. Ariana, baby girl, you're beautiful. You are so full of life, and you are not ugly. You are beautiful just the way you are. And like I said, you know, you're worthy, period. And with that being said, guys, please not be afraid to share your thoughts, share your opinions. Please not be afraid to like, share, comment, subscribe down below. Please not be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Please not be afraid to hit that notification button. As always, stay tuned to the next episode of Gibson's 92 Dragon Ball Z Narrator Reference. Peace, goodbye, and as always, y'all, you guys know the drill. You girls exiting out, Super Saiyan is out.